So this is about finding angles if the shapes are similar. So these shapes do look similar. They each have a 30, so far so good. So we have two more angles right there. So if you looked up top, we did 180 minus 30 is 150. And the same thing over here. 180 minus 30 is 150. However, we see 100 plus 50 is 150. So these two angles could be 100 and then 50. And then this says 105 plus 45. Those also equal 150. So this would be 105, 45. So you notice just knowing one angle is congruent does not mean the rest of the angles are congruent. So you're not sure if they're similar. So if you only know one angle, you're not sure that it's similar. And this clarifies it. We have one angle similar, but we have two different outcomes. So 105 and 45 are the other two angles. When you add it up, it does equal 180. 150 and 30 add up to 180. However, I don't know what's going on with my computer. However, they don't match up. Next. All right, this time we have two triangles. We'll see if they're similar. And we have 40 and 35, 40 and 35. Two of them are matching up. They're the exact same. So if we did 180 minus 40 minus 35, it equals 105. And the same thing. So that means there's only one angle left. That means they're 105. So when they have all the same angles for a triangle, that means they are similar. All right, so just keep in mind, if you know two angles that are the same, that means they are similar. Two, you need two. Okay, moving on to the next part. All right, we have two angles. We have two angles for this next one, 20 and 85, and then we have 20 and 75. So we have one that matches. That doesn't mean that they might not work out. So you still need to find out what the other angle is for each one. So if I did 20 and 85 and subtract it from 180, what do I get? 75. And if you notice the 75 is the same thing as there. And then if you did 180 minus 20, which is up there, and the 75, we get 85. So this is 85. And then we said this was 75. And then you can see that these angles are all the same. So therefore, it's congruent. So you still got it, or similar. So you still have to do the workout to see. You can't just assume if one matches and the other doesn't, it's no good. You have to keep looking. All right? Got to keep looking. All right. And the last one. Okay. So we do the work. We have two. We have two. Right now, there are two different ones. And we do the workout, and we see that the third one here, I don't want that. This third one here is 60 because we said 180 minus 25 minus 95 equals 60. And we did this work here, 30 and 85 from 180 gave us 95. Now, here's the two things. We noticed that this is the same, but these two are different. But notice how I said you had to do the work, but you notice how 25 and 60, 30 and 55, if you already see two that are different, there's no way that a third angle is going to help at all. So you didn't even have to do the work, but wanted to demonstrate. So hopefully you're understanding what you need to look for in order to determine if triangles are similar. You need to know that two are definite. If the two angles are congruent, that means the third is, that means they're similar. But you do have to do the work and subtract it from 160. So hopefully this makes sense moving forward.